The discourse around bodies is officially tired. The discourse around bodies is tired. I have seen comments go from, oh my gosh, I liked you when you were thick, why'd you lose weight, to, oh my gosh, why'd you get a BBL? I liked your body before, to, oh my gosh, you're so big. Ooh, you need to lose weight, but for your health, to, oh my gosh, you're so little. You need to get ass or titties or something, to, oh my gosh, why did she get all that work done? It's just too much work. Are we okay? Do you see the delusion? Do we realize that artists are not here to fit into your beauty standards? Artists are here to make art. And this body is art. And I'm gonna do whatever I want with this body. I wish that comments costed y'all money so we can see how much time we are fucking wasting on the wrong thing. Can we leave that shit back there, please?
No, ma'am. I don't think that I want to leave my thoughts back there. First of all, what has costed it? Secondly, what the heck was that turnaround? Third, that is not art. That is when you remove the skin, it's blubber, and it's a lot of different things that we really don't want uh, on our bodies because it's not attractive. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's not something that we should be feeling good about. I'm tired of the whole idea that everybody can do whatever they want to do, whatever whenever they want to do it. We don't have any standards. We don't have anything that we can adhere to. We don't have any morals, ethics. We just dress how we want. I mean, we practically one step away from being able to walk around with only body paint on and not actually anything to even be able to cover up our private parts. I get to see it, which I'm not necessarily looking to see that, but I get to see everything that anybody has to offer, and it's not actually adding any value into my life because there's no covering up for your husband or nothing. It's two parts to this conversation, actually three. The first part of this conversation is why are we concerning ourselves with the thoughts of what every single person has to say? Why? Because you're an entertainer. And when you make money on a public platform, and public platforms, whether that be concerts, whether that be videos, whether that be Instagram posts, whether that be sponsorships, and you make yourself available and you're selling yourself to the public, then you become open to the scrutiny that comes along with it. This is not anything new. This is not something that is a revelation. This is not something that is mind blowing. You profit off of the fame, you profit off of your image, and so it then opens you up to the possibility of getting corrected, criticized, evaluated, judged, all of that other type of stuff. Like you could have chose not to be in the limelight, but you use your image. I mean, her name is literally Lizzo Be Eaten on Instagram. That's her name, Lizzo Be Eaten on Instagram. And so you capitalizing off of this, but then you don't want the criticism that comes along with it. A. B, it's not healthy. I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care if they trying to readjust the BMIs and all of that other type of stuff. I'm on my own journey, and I'm pretty like fit at this point when it comes to comparing myself to the overall general public or Americans or even women, because on average, women weigh more than men once they reach a certain age and a threshold, especially black women. I don't want the health ailments and the issues and the problems and being diabetic and all of this other type of stuff when I get older. And this is why y'all shouldn't let, first of all, 20-year-olds give you life advice because they don't know what they're talking about. Just because they're popular, just because they make a lot of money, just because they have some visibility, does not mean that they know exactly what it is that you should be doing with your life. And then you following behind them and you're making life decisions based off of what you see them doing is toxic. It cannot be any more toxic than what I've seen right now. And the unfortunate part is that it's going to get more toxic as the years go on. And it's one of the reasons why my wife and I even evaluated whether or not we even wanted to have kids to bring them into this toxic world because there are no more rules. The only rule there is if you decide that you want to actually tell the truth and align yourself with the principles and the traditions of yesteryear, as far as us having standards and women acting like women and men acting like men and then us actually shaming. I believe in shaming sometimes, depending on your behavior, because we'll pick and choose what it is that we don't do and don't want to shame. We'll shame the things that's actually right, and then we'll advocate for and exalt the things that's bad for us. She turning around, slapping her butt. I don't even know how she's getting bust open. Honestly, I've always been like very confused, and I'm assuming that whoever it is that she's rocking with, that they're incredibly fit. I've always been incredibly confused how two people that are much, much larger, I'm trying to be politically correct. I've always tried to understand how two people that were much, much larger even got together in the first place as far as like getting physical. I've always tried to understand that. I never could understand it. I've never had the courage to go and watch a video on the internet to see how they do it. I've always been just baffled by the idea of how somebody can even get it up in that circumstance. But to each his own. The one thing that I don't want is for people to ever follow behind it, which she has a huge following. She's profited significantly, become a millionaire, continues to profit off of the trauma that we embrace. And I think that this is the worst example of what it is that she needs to be following. Although y'all think it's the best example because it's more of a reflection of what it is that the majority of Americans look like. It's the sentiment of what among women. These are your heroes. You follow her. You follow Meg Thee Stallion. You follow everybody that's worse for you, and then you wonder why the divorce rate is up, the marriage rate is down. Women are starting to act like men. Men are acting more feminine like women. I was in a room that I was observing. I wasn't even paying attention, participating in. I wasn't even up on the panel, but I was listening to some people talk on a room, and I had to unsubscribe from that actual channel because they were advocating for and letting a dude get on the panel, speak as though he was a woman, even though he identified as a man, but obviously he swung the other way. And then he was talking about what he would do if a dude took him to Roof Chris, what he would do to him in the car. And I said, you know what? This is really, I just can't believe that I'm really living in Sodom and Gomorrah in real time. Like, I can't believe the way we've devolved just in my small 40-year lifespan from the time that I was a child to what it is that I see now. It's just wild. It's absolutely wild. And now we have Lizzo at the forefront of the movement as far as determining what it is that we can and can't say and who it is that we should and shouldn't follow behind as far as what, with the body. I just really wish, and I'm never a person that advocates for somebody's finances to be touched as a result of it. I just really wish some of these people would just be unfollowed en masse. That's the worst for us, because the only way you can truly change something is by tapping into people's pockets. It's wild. I don't even believe in cancel culture, but I just wish people would just wake up and then embrace the people that actually have your best interests at heart. I'd love to get what y'all thoughts are. Let me know in the comments. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. As a matter of fact, as it relates to fitness specifically, make sure y'all tap into the Alpha Juice Company. I'm down almost 20 pounds as a result of rocking with them. The links is in the description to the website for y'all to be able to tap into that, as well as the discount codes, depending on what it is that you're trying to get. In addition to that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm, and then tap into the Patreon. I dropped a video today and 2 days ago, back to back, so that you guys can get the most value as possible. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.